What's going on, guys? Cameron here. We got a busy day for the junk removal company. We're on our first job right now. Luckily we brought the white truck in that trailer, because coming down these side roads, pretty tight, quite a few branches overhanging. We've already about got full load. We're taking this pile right here. So I'll show you guys the trailer. We've been going for about 15 minutes or so. So the trailer's almost full. They were given this property, so they're cleaning it all up. They got a pile of stuff right there that they're gonna be selling, taking to the auction. So the goal is to get as much of this as we can in this trailer. And then the second part's gonna really suck. About, I don't know, maybe 200 feet back in that wood line there is a huge pile of like planter pots. The only way in is through the road down the tree line, and it's really thick, so probably gonna get a bunch of ticks today. I sprayed myself good. Don't want any tick fever or whatever's going around nowadays, but we gotta do that. So this will be 2 loads. So we're gonna keep a track, kind of just how much we can make today doing junk removal. So 2 loads here, it's gonna be $1,100, and we'll add up all the dump fees. This morning, I went ahead and dropped off our 20-yard trailer on a dumpster rental. So that was $490 for that. And then we've also got a bunch of swap outs to do today as well. We've got a big company doing a full house clean out. So they've already called me twice, wanting to swap out. So as soon as we get him full, we're gonna go pick that trailer up, get it to dump, get it back to them, and then hopefully while they're filling that up, we can come get this finished up, and then they'll be ready for another one. So we'll just see how many dumpsters we can run today. Like I said, we've already done 1 this morning, do 2 loads out of here. They're ready for me, so probably another 2 or 3 out of there. Like I said, this is actually a lot less than I thought this guy was gonna have. He was saying we have like 3 or 4 loads, which I hadn't seen it yet. But like I said, it's just that pile, which these piles are always bigger than you think, aren't they, Mike?
Exactly.
They just keep going. Like little baby pile in the big trailer, but it's already full. We're still filming on the iPhone today. The new camera hasn't came in yet. Yeah, we're just gonna get with it, guys. We're gonna get this loaded up here, and then we're about 25-30 minutes from the transfer station. So get over there. I'm gonna send him to transfer station. They can dump this while I go pick up the other can, so I can get that swapped out for them. It never fails. We were supposed to do this, and then the flash floods came, made everything nice and wet for us. But that's okay. Kind of working with one hand so I can film for you guys. Fishing poles?
I put a few things in the back of the truck.
Okay. The heck, gosh, those are heavy. I don't know what those are. What the heck is this? Sunflower seeds. Full too. This is always the worst part about doing jobs like this, is all the little stuff that falls out. That's okay. We've had a lot worse. Won't pick that one up with one hand. At least we can park right next to this pile. Alright, so we just got the first load loaded up. Just got tarped. Try to make sure nothing's gonna fly out on us. That took exactly 25 minutes to do. We still got that table and that. Obviously, I'm not gonna try to throw that on top of here, way too heavy. So he's going to head to the transfer station, and I'm going to head to pick up the dumpster and give them a swap out. So we're gonna get this thing pulled out of here, and then when he comes back, he should be able to get that by himself, and then we'll pull up, and by the time I get back, we'll start on this stuff over there, which isn't gonna be no fun, but you guys are coming along for the ride. So before we leave, I'm gonna show you guys the stuff we gotta get. So this is the road here. We're parked right there. If you guys can see this. Here, let me flip this camera around and show you guys. See if you guys can see this down there. See that pile of pots? That's probably a good 100 foot, 150 feet through straight brush. So I just made it over here to pick up this dumpster. I dropped it off Friday. They're cleaning out this entire house. I think they got me scheduled for up to 4 dumpsters, and then to call with anything over that, but they didn't really fill it up a ton. So you gotta jump in the truck, head to the transfer station, get this dumped and brought right back to them so they can come back and keep working. So we just got the trailer dumped and dropped back off for them. It wasn't heavy at all. I think we were like 12,900, so we were under a ton on that. So that's always good that we don't go over. I always hate having to bill again. So we just made it back to the job. He's already up here starting on this down here. I pulled in and checked. He already got all that done. There's just a few things, but he got that done. So I've covered myself in bug spray and ready to get with it now. I think I've got more bug spray on me than I've ever put before. Gotta find my gloves though. Don't remember where I put them. Let's find them. But he's already got quite a bit. I'll show you guys what he's done already. There they are. Look, got my sweet hard hat in here too. In case we want to be real professionals, we whip out the safety gear. But this job would have been a lot easier, but with all this stuff down here, I'll show you guys what he's got done so far. But yeah, he's got quite a bit of pots and stuff out there. I'm gonna flip this camera around. We're gonna walk down there and get to work. So this is the pathway we have. Truck and trailer there. Hey, since you've walked on it a few times, it's packed down.
Yeah. That's the big thing about sending the fat guy in first.
Send the fat guy in first to pack it down. Oh yeah, this is gonna be terrible. So, yeah, this will be fun. Yeah. So this is the pile we got. Yeah. We're gonna get to it. I think 15, 20 loads up this little hill and we'll be done. So we just got finished up. Took us right about 30 minutes to get the rest of that all picked up and into the trailer. My helper, he's going to the transfer station, get that dumped, and I am heading to about 15, 20 minutes out to the town over to pick up a dumpster from a customer. It's supposed to be picked up yesterday actually, but yesterday was Sunday, so I told him I'd just pick it up Monday. So we're gonna go get that picked up. That's gonna wrap it up. I mean, for the work that we're doing right now, I've got to go bid a job, and then I've got probably one more swap out for those other guys on those. So I mean, I'll bring you back for that of course. But yeah, that whole job there, we got there basically at 9, then went to dump and all that. Really, when you break it down, we only probably worked for maybe an hour and then driving for another hour and a half. So I charged $1,100 for that. I'm not 100% sure what the dump fees were. I know they weren't heavy because nothing in there was too heavy. So probably off that $1,100, probably clear about $800 in 3 hours total with all the hauling and everything. So can't beat that at all. That's the thing about junk removal, it's very lucrative, and I know that I charged the guy fairly for what we did, so I don't feel bad at all. Because I know, like I said earlier, just the dumpsters out there for that size would have costed him more, and he would have had to do all the labor himself. So he got it all done for cheaper. There's a lake. I'd like to be out there right now, swimming or on the jet skis, but gotta work, gotta work. So we just made it over here to pick up this dumpster. She rented our 8-yard. This was her father's house, and he's moved back with her, so they're just cleaning it up. We actually did we did 5 loads out of here with the tractor. We cleaned up all back behind this area. You know, get your guys' opinion on this. We've been talking about getting roll-off trailers. I've just seen a lot of good and bad about them. I've got one buddy that has one, and he's like, well, it's good, and then you get somewhere really tight, and it's a pain because you got to get so lined up. So we've been talking about adding roll-off dumpsters. We have 4 dump trailers right now. So the option is to kind of add a roll-off trailer, which is going to be around like $45,000 with 3 dumpsters, maybe a little less, but it's around the 40 grand mark for that. Or just adding another 14-yard dump trailer, that'd be like 9 grand. And then we've also talked about doing starting weekly trash service, but that's one I'm still up in the air about, just being that it's been so hard to find help or hire good employees. I know, like, because we'd be at a point where we can't afford a rear load truck, so we'd be using dump trailers, and picking up them 95-gallon carts could be a real issue on some of them. They're real heavy, so not having like a good lineup of guys right now, just really only having one guy that helps me makes it hard to want to do that, because I know, like, you know, it's early mornings, a lot to haul in and stuff. So I don't know. We've been talking about it for about 6 months now. We might do that just to get reoccurring revenue in the business, because right now, like, one day we'll do a bunch of work, the next we'll do nothing. So we made it back from the transfer station, and they called for another swap out. So worked out perfectly. We were just leaving anyways, so had this one already hooked up. So we're gonna get all this unhooked, get this one hooked up, We're gonna take it to the transfer station. That way, in case they need another one this afternoon. But pretty cool. I might pull that trash can out. Those toter trash cans are like $100. They're always really handy to have around. I'll look at that in a minute. But yeah, so we're gonna get this swapped out for them and then get up to the office and probably eat some lunch, and we'll go dump that, and then hopefully they call again. That'd be like, this is dumpster number 3, so hopefully we get up to 4 or 5 off this, and we'll just keep going. I'm not gonna say no to making money. I got it out, guys. We got a new trash can. It was full of stuff, but I just tipped it over there and dumped it. You see, they're saving money because that's like 20 pounds that they don't have to pay for. And like I said, these things are like $100 and they work great around the office and all kinds of stuff. So good score today. Well, it's never a dull moment when you're running as many trailers as we do. I picked this one up and luckily I noticed it. This tire is completely flat. So luckily we have an air compressor here, and then I got an air compressor at both car washes. So I got a little triangle. So wherever I'm at in town, I have somewhere to get air. So let's hit this and see. Wow, didn't even move. Well, I just made it out to the transfer station for the last load today, and I definitely learned a lesson. We normally do all of our loads in the morning, and I've learned that you should not come to this transfer station at 3 o'clock because all their trash trucks are here, and we have got a line a long ways. I've only seen it this bad like once before, and I was here for like, I think an hour and a half. So we'll see how long this takes. Luckily, they're all like trash trucks, so they do dump really fast. But I've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 people in front of me, which really isn't bad. But for this transfer station, it's a lot. But I'm just gonna go ahead and go over today with you guys. So today we did 4 dumpster drop-offs, and then we did the job this morning. So in total, we did $2,730 in revenue. We had right at basically $700 in dump fees throughout this that I cover. So today we made right at $2,000 from today. So that's absolutely awesome. There's a lot more into that. We got a lot of fuel and then labor as well. But we definitely, the company walked away making at least $1,500 a day. So any day we can do that's absolutely awesome. And a lot of times it's not much work that we're necessarily doing. It's just a lot of windshield time, which that's going to be your biggest thing with this. And like right now, I'm gonna sit here for an hour probably doing nothing. But I said there's a lot of money to be made out there. You see what we're doing. We got 2 trucks, 4 trailers, but you could start with 1 truck, 1 trailer, and you can easily make $1,000 a day or whatnot. I say easily, but that work comes and goes until you get to be a larger company. I'd say we're a pretty big company, and we still we'll be really busy today. And then I've only got I think I've got 3 or 4 more dumpsters on the schedule this week, and then 1 more clean out job. But it's not enough work to be full-time 5 days a week with employees going nonstop. So just want to make that clear. Yes, it's really good money, but it kind of comes in spurs, so you never know. So you got to be prepared, be smart with your money. If you have a bunch of payments, you got to be careful. Luckily, like I said, all of our stuff's paid off as of right now, so don't have to worry about that. But like I said, in the future, we're deciding on which way we want to go to grow. If we want to go into the roll-off trailers or just keep saving, maybe buy another dump trailer or 2 and then get a hook lift truck. And then also talking about going into the residential trash service just to have that reoccurring revenue. So I do think this business will change in the next year, or our business will. I think we're going to add something or grow in some way. But right now I'm just kind of stockpiling some money up, finally taking some pay from the company. I really haven't paid myself in the 2 years, so kind of taking some money here and there, paying myself a little bit. Because I do have lots of bills. All the car washes and all their maintenance has been expensive recently. But I really do appreciate you guys watching. If you like this kind of content, I know a lot of my stuff's the car wash stuff, so I know I got some subscribers in there wanting to see this junk removal and the trailer rental, so this one's for you guys. But if there's anything you guys want to see in this business, I'm happy to go over it with you guys. We've been doing it for 2 years now, so I've learned a lot. So yeah, if you guys have any comments or any questions, drop them down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe. We post every Thursday at 4 o'clock. This video will probably come out on a Monday or something, be a little extra for you guys. I really appreciate it if you made it this far, and we'll see you guys on the next one.